Hello, fellow music nuts. It's me, Cubby, with another personal spin, and today I am reviewing Utgard by Enslaved. Take a look at this album cover. Ooh, I like it. Nice raven. So I only got this yesterday, and I've done nothing but listen to it for the whole time, and I have written notes. Dun dun dun. So, what can we start with on this album? Well, I don't know what Utgard means in English. Um, there seems to be an overriding theme to do with travel, and obviously, a raven is Hugin and Munin. So that seems to be a general theme, but I don't think it's a concept album as far as I can tell. We have an amazing album. This album is amazing. Bjornsson and Gutto have created a smorgasbord of musical ideas on this album. So it starts off with Fires in the Sky, which starts with a traditional Norwegian lyric that's sort of chanted, and then it repeats it, but with this nice guitar underneath before it goes into this blasting black metal thing of just like intensity. Enslaved have come a long way since the beginning, and their first couple of albums I've never actually heard, but from what I've read, they're basically black metal albums with a Viking theme. Slowly but surely they've progressed to a more sort of, I would say, accessible but also more interesting style. So you get the black metal, and you get prog, acousticy stuff. And for me, they kind of replaced Opeth. Opeth obviously ditched that black death metal prog thing 10 years ago now, probably. Um, and Enslaved were doing it then as well, but they've kept doing it. And for me, they've kind of replaced Opeth in that regard, or for my fix of that style of stuff. Anyway, so after Fires in the Dark, which is track one, we get Utgard, which I have no idea what that means in English either, or if I even pronounced it right. That song is really cool. It's got that blast beat and black metal intensity, and it's really good. And I love the way that the vocals play with each other and around each other and mix and stuff. You've got Grutel's like, he sounds like he's being choked. He kind of sounds like a troll, which is great. Don't let that put you off. It's really good the way it mixes with um, Ivor's more melodic vocals, and Hakan, I think that's how you pronounce his name, his like harmonizing of the vocals. But the way they change and swap is just magical. It's really good. So the album is like a black metal album with progressive musical elements. In this album, some of those are quite pronounced. Ooh, look at me flicking at the camera. For example, on Yeta Grita, you have this thing. I still haven't decided if I like it or not. It feels very out of place. But the band are sort of like going this, and then it just stops and goes into this weird jazz piano keyboard solo thing, and then almost as abruptly it goes back, and it feels very disjointed and almost like just slapdash put in there because they're like, oh, we need something to break up the thingy without much thought. However, given the way the album sort of plays with sound, it might have been deliberate, and it certainly makes the album challenging, which I quite like. But it also, I still can't decide if I like that one section. That is the only time that sort of thing actually happens, though. For the rest of the album, we just get these epically big soundscapes of just movement. It's so good. Ivar Björnsson's guitar work is just great. He knows when to like lay down the riffs like on sequence, and when to make a more sort of cacophonous sort of dirge, for want of a better word. I think it's Ivor who's the drummer. I'm gonna have to check the credits again. His drumming is really good. Yeah, Ivor Sundoy. I'm gonna call him Sundoy. And Icedale's guitars as well. It's not just Ivor. Icedale's guitar work is really good as well. There's quite a lot of cacophony going on, but it's sort of underlaced with this keyboard thing. It's quite subtle, but it's really nice. And also they sometimes layer the two guitars, and it just really works. I mean, Enslaved have really outdone themselves. Aside from that one weird little bit, which I'm going to forgive them for. Yeah, it's great. So, oh, and then was it Homebound or Sequence has got this really cool, it's almost cheesy 80s Japanese anime music, but it's not, it's much darker, and from that they build on this awesome guitar layer. It's almost like a layer of syrupy sour lemon guitar. It's great, I love it, it's really good. So yeah, Enslaved have released yet another epically good album called Utgard. I'm giving it 9 out of 10 drums. Ka-ching! And yeah, plus the album artwork is interesting. It's not the best album artwork, but it's interesting to look at. That's for sure. So 10 out of 10. No, not 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10. It's not quite 10 out of 10. Because some of the production, again, it's still got that sort of modern production to it where although there's a wonderful soundscape, there's not much room within that soundscape. There's no real space left, but that's okay, because again, it kind of suits this style of music anyway. It's supposed to be sort of claustrophobic and a bit sort of oppressive, so it works for Enslaved. So there we go, 9 out of 10. Get this album, Utgard. It's really good. I have been Cubby. This has been a personal spin on Utgard by Enslaved. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. I will be also reviewing Devil Driver's album very soon. And I have other things in the works, more reviews, and I might discuss a few things too if I can think of things to discuss. Get ideas from other people's YouTube channels. Maybe we can do a collaboration at some point. Anyway, thank you for watching. I have been Cubby, and this has been a personal spin. Goodbye.